Welcome to Struggling to Succeed. My name is Stephen, and on this channel we discuss business philosophy and personal development techniques. This week we're going to discuss a really quick hack that you can use to reframe your past. If this is your first time watching this channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. My mission here is to deliver you bite-sized videos to help you start your journey of success. How to reframe your past. A very, very short, quick hack. This video is going to be a little bit shorter than my normal videos because this is a very, very simple trick that I'm going to be able to teach you quite quickly, hopefully. We'll see how quickly it goes. Usually my videos, I say I'm going to be quick, end up being really long. Anyway, let's get to it. How to hack your past, or how to reframe your past so you can get more out of it, or you can leave it behind and move on with future projects. This tip, technique, strategy was developed and taught to me through his podcast by Dan Sullivan. Talked about this guy before. Not going to go into too much depth. He's a fantastic entrepreneur and business coach. The technique is actually pretty simple. The way to look at your past is that there's only ever two types of situations that you're referring back to. You're either referring back to a situation where you learned or a situation where you grew. Or if you wanted to use different words, you can flip it to everything in your past is either a situation where you won or a situation where you learned from something. To help you understand that a little better, I always like to use the winning or learning sort of technique, or the way that I set up in my mind. I find the growth and learning one doesn't resonate as well with me as just saying to myself, I'm either winning or learning. And it's pretty simple. It basically means that at any time in your life, any situation, good or bad, if you can look back at it and take out the areas in which you were winning, or if you thought it was a bad situation, just take out the learning points from that situation. So you never have good or bad situations anymore. You just have situations where you either won in your life or you learned in your life. I understand you're probably thinking right now, Steve, that's a little bit too simple. You just can't decide in your past whether something was a learning or a winning situation, or that time that I had a massive failure, I did not feel like a winner, or that time I went through a bad relationship, I definitely didn't feel like a winner. However, in my struggles to succeed, when I actually sat down and thought about all the times when I was a loser, or all the times that I failed, they were actually the moments of greatest learning for me. They were the moments where I actually had to reflect and look inside myself to find, why did it go wrong? How did I end up here? What did I do to make this happen? What was the A, B, C, and D that got me before I got all the way to Z, if you can take my point. And the points in which I win, I kind of just go, I've won, and I don't even think about them. I have to, the way my mind works, and we all have slightly different minds, and we all have slightly different ways that we think about our past, our futures, and it's whether it's wired in with conditioning or whether it's wired in with whatever work you've done with yourself. But my mind has definitely leaned more towards thinking about the negative things, thinking about the failures, thinking about all the times when I said something wrong to someone, or I did something wrong, or I was a complete utter asshole. Those are the memories that stick into my mind. It's not the times when I made a choice to move to Canada, or I got a great new job, or I got promotion at a place, or I succeeded in a project, or I met great friends, or I had a great night out. Those aren't the memories that resonate with me. I actually have to think about those memories. I have to strategically go, when did I have a great time? When was the last time I had a great night out? Or when was the last time I succeeded at something that I was really proud of? And I have to write that out. But I can tell you right now, pretty much every day I have a moment where I'm like, oh Christ, I did that. Oh shit, really? Those moments when I'm like, crap, I said that to somebody. This technique, rather than just letting those bad moments and those memories sort of come in and then make you feel a little bit sort of down, and like, oh crap, I did that. Oh, this new situation I'm in reminds me of that situation I was in my past. Instead of like having that negative sort of feeling about that and thinking, oh, here we go again, I have used this technique of diving deep into the bad moments and going, what did I learn? What did I learn from this? What was the learning? Because that was a massive game changer for me. It was huge because all those little bad memories that I had, I have now looked at them, faced them down, and be like, what did I learn from this? When I told that person that, or I made that mistake, or I lost my temper in work to this person and it started an effect that ended up getting me into a little bit of a bad situation 10 years ago when I was working somewhere, and looking at it and asking yourself, what did I learn? All of a sudden you're like, oh wow, I actually learned a lot from those situations. Actually, I would go as far as to say that those situations give me a lot more to my life than the situations where I just won and walked off the pitch in celebration. That, to me, is the essence of this little technique. You're either winning or learning. So tell me what you think. Let me know whether you can use this technique yourself and whether it will work for you. I definitely had to go through a few months of trying this, and it's not something that I've got nailed down. I'm not like some sort of Buddhist monk where every bad thing that ever happened to me, I'm able to dive deep in it and grab the learning out of. And I still have those moments in my mind that pop up where I'm like, oh, crap, can't believe I did that. But going forward now, I always look into that situation and go, yeah, I did do that, and that did happen. But what did I learn from that? And that's what this little technique of winning and learning has allowed me to hack my past, reframe my past. That pretty much means that anytime when I've done something wrong, I'm now coming out with a little nugget of knowledge and a little nugget of improvement that I can be like, yeah, I'm going to try not to do that again. That's it from me this week. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please go ahead and hit the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you can follow along and get lots more content on my struggling to succeed journey. Thanks very much for watching. Hope to see you next week. As always, make it a good one.